Hi, I'm Darius Williams. I'm born and bred in the great second city, Chicago. It's where I first learned I had a passion for food. As great as the city was, I wanted more, so I set out for the Big Apple. That's right, New York City. I've been here for a few years, cooking, learning, and developing all my recipes. My philosophy is simple. I make great food with familiar ingredients and present them in brand new ways. And here's my rule. It's gotta be simple, delicious, easy, and just good food. Here's what we're in for today. So if there's one thing I believe in, it's this. Rules are meant to be broken. I think R. Kelly said it best. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going for a masterpiece with my green bean casserole bread pudding. I know. It starts with day-old croissants that take a dunk in a delicious Parmesan cheese sauce. Then we toss in haricot vert and top the whole thing with both bacon and crispy French fried onions. The whole thing bakes off until it's golden brown and bubbly. Then we make a delicious peach lemonade sangria by dumping ice, sugar, water, frozen peaches, and fresh squeezed lemon into a blender. Then that's mixed with really good white wine for a satisfying drink. See, I told you we're breaking all the rules with this one. And everything we do, it's gotta be simple, delicious, easy, and just good food. So let's get started. First things first, I've got this delicious, amazing Parmesan cream sauce, right? This is super simple, super easy to do. It's completely flavorful. Let me show you how I made it. Told you, very simple to do, all right? So I'm gonna dump the Parmesan cream sauce, look at this, into our bowl, all right? This is gonna be the base of our custard that we use. Now, traditionally, some people make this with eggs, but I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of eggs. So I figured out a way to do it without the egg. So there you go. There's that creamy custardy base that we always see in the bottom of, most of the green bean casseroles that I see, all right? I'm a bacon lover, bacon fan. So I've got some crispy bacon, thick cut bacon that I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put in here too, because as you bite into those delicious green beans, you really wanna get some of that good smoky bacon flavor as well, all right? Now, I've also got croissant, right? So you can use bread for bread pudding, but why use bread when you've got this delicious croissant? It's already buttery, it's already flaky. You know it's gonna absorb the custard really, really well. It's gonna be really good. Now, if you can't find the croissants, obviously go for your day-old bread, but listen, I am a complete rebel when it comes to things like this, right? So I'm using a croissant, but don't use croissants if you don't have to. Why not use biscuits, right? Or why not use waffles? I mean, you really could sort of go the gamut with your creativity. Wherever your imagination leads you, you can totally go, all right? So just like a traditional bread pudding, I'm gonna go ahead and top that custard with this, and I'm just gonna stir everything up and get it all nice and combined, and I'm gonna throw in some green beans. Now, I'm using these haricot vert, right? So that's French talk, right? It's fancy for sort of like a baby green bean, right? I think it's a little bit more sweeter. It's a little bit more tender, and it's gonna give us, it's a little fancy too, but if you can't find these, by all means, you can use fresh, or I could even go for the frozen. I would drain the frozen. I would let them defrost and then drain them because they have a lot of water content, and you don't wanna waterlog this, right? So fresh or frozen, that's it. I wouldn't do the canned, right? Because it's got all that filler and the sodium in there, and it's gonna really take off the flavor balance, all right? So give this a good stir, just like this. And we're gonna put this right in the bottom of our pan. Now I've got a dish here that's oven safe. Look at this. This is gonna be so good with that Parmesan cream sauce. We can give this a taste now, right? And see where we are with our flavors. I'm gonna go in for one, right? Croissants, bacon, butter, Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, oh yeah, come on. Fantastic. All right, let me get a spoon. And I'm gonna dump this in our bowl. All right, so I made it, got it all in there, all right? Just like that. And I'm gonna stuff it down and really get it in there really good. All right. And I'm going to top this with, I've got some bacon. How great is that? And then just like your traditional green bean casserole, I'm going to top it with some of those crispy French fried onions. You know, the ones that you sort of see hanging around the holidays. Why not do them in here? I mean, it's going to go well. And like I said, rules are meant to be broken. So take any of the rules you think you know and break them. I'm not going to mind. All right. Look at that. This goes right in here. And then I'm going to top it, obviously, with these French fried onions, just like this. I've got our oven. It's preheated, right, to 400 degrees. This is going to go in, and this is going to cook just for a little bit. I mean, everything's really done. You just want the green beans to get a little tender, and you want some of the flavors to meld together. You want some of the cheese to ooze out and get bubbly, and we're going to be good to go. All right, just like that. This is all topped. I'm going to throw this in our oven for about a good half hour. All right, so we've got our delicious and amazing casserole. It's off in the oven doing great things. In the pitcher, in the blender, I've got just a little bit of sugar and some ice. I'm gonna drop in a little bit of water, right? Because I wanna make sort of a frozen lemonade situation that's gonna be really, really good. And what's gonna make it great is I'm gonna add in a few peaches, frozen peaches, right? Because we're gonna end up making this frozen peach sangria. So a few frozen peaches right into our pitcher, and then obviously the rest of these are gonna go right into our blender. Maybe that much, and then maybe that much, and maybe whatever's left. There we go. All right, so we're good with that. Now, got these lemons, all right? And you know lemons are real funny. You never know how much you're gonna get out of one. So let's see what we got. So here's one, and here's the other, all right? So get the seeds out of there. And then what I do, just give it a good twist. And then sometimes I'll come in here with a knife and I'll really sort of like rub it around the knife and like break up all those liquidy cells. Now don't cut yourself, but let's get some lemon action going. All right, so that's 3. And I got one more I have here. I'm gonna try to get out some of the seeds. All right, and then this is the last one. Now this works with obviously lemon, right? But you can also use lime if you want sort of a different sort of taste. You know, limes have that real unique, delicious, refreshing taste. Now, there are lots of essential oils that are in our lemons. I'm not putting them in the waste, all right? These are gonna go and sit inside of our sangria and really perfume and give us that lemony taste that we really, really want, all right? So that's gonna go in. Now, let's blend this all together. Now, this looks great to me, all right? It's nice and frozen and frothy and slushious. That's a word I just made up, slushious, all right? This is gonna go in. This is that peach puree, that lemonade, a little bit of sugar to sweeten up the whole action, right? And then it's a little thick. So I've got a really nice bottle of Sauvignon Blanc, right? But whatever you want, like whatever white wine you really want to go for it, all right? Chardonnay, Chenin Blanc, you know, if you wanted to do like sort of a, you know, a mix of white and red, go for it, all right? I'm gonna give this a good stir, just like that. And I'm gonna get our casserole out of the oven. All right, look at what we got. I'm talking, I mean, look at that. If that is not comfort food 101, I don't know what is, all right? This smells amazing. I could smell, believe it or not, the Parmesan cheese I could smell coming through. This was super easy to do. That Parmesan cream sauce is completely amazing. You can do that, very simple. I've got some fresh green beans and some bacon. And remember the key here, I use those croissants, right? That were a day old and perfect. A little bit of French fried onion on top. Look at this, okay? This is gonna be so good. I got a piece of croissant, a piece of bacon. I'm trying to get a piece of the green bean that's still like, look at that, nice and fresh and still crispy, the way a vegetable is supposed to be. All right, here we go. This is hot. Oh yeah, oh my God. That is a come to Jesus moment if I have ever had one. That croissant with that Parmesan cream sauce is so buttery and so flaky. And what's great is that bacon and that onion sits in there The green beans are just a conduit, but this is fantastic, all right? Let's go in with our peach lemonade sangria, all right? Here we go. And this was super simple. I mean, you just make some lemonade, throw together your favorite white wine, some frozen peaches, you're all good to go. I mean, perfect. Refreshing, crisp, clean, exactly what a sangria should be. You gotta try these recipes. I mean, these are really some amazing recipes that you've gotta try. Do me a favor, go to my website. It's www.dariuscooks.com. You'll find recipes, videos, and so much more. There's two things I gotta tell you, all right? Food is my life. Life, it's my food. Until next time, I gotta wish you happy cooking. From my heart to yours.